Hi everyone, I'm Jim Dempsey, and for the past 36 years, I've served in the nonprofit world as a leader, board member, and consultant. I've raised in excess of $100 million and done over 2,500 events. I've learned a lot of lessons in those years, both good and bad. I created this YouTube channel, Development Effectiveness Strategies, in hopes that these videos would help as you lead your nonprofit organization and can learn from my successes and from my mistakes. If you can, please remember to hit the subscribe button and begin following regularly. Today we're going to talk about 5 popular terms no nonprofit leader should ever use. Now, none of these words in and of themselves will destroy your organization, but frequent use of the wrong words will cause you to develop a negative mindset rather than a positive, affirming mindset. Now, the first term to never use is fundraising. Fundraising is an extremely popular term in nonprofit circles, as aside from accomplishing your mission, nothing is more critical to your success than funding. But fundraising has evolved greatly over the years. Prior to 1964 and the emergence of the baby boom generation, acquiring funds was purely transactional. Think of an ATM. But every generation, starting with the baby boomers, has seen themselves as partners with an organization, accomplishing the mission of that organization, standing shoulder to shoulder with full-time staff of the organization. They see their involvement as similar to investors or owners of the organization, not desiring a hands-off approach, but a rolled-up sleeves approach to involvement. Thus, developing friendships with partners has become paramount. That's why I've shifted from using the term fundraising to using the term friendraising. Fundraising puts the emphasis on getting immediate funds and getting into someone's pocketbook, whereas friendraising emphasizes building friends and long-term relationships with the individual. A very large established organization uses cookie sales as a major way to raise funds for the organization. And who doesn't like cookies? But if I got a letter from the organization who I bought 3 boxes of cookies from 2 weeks ago, asking for a second gift, that would most likely go into the trash can because there was no relationship built. Yes, funds were acquired, but friends were not developed. The second term never to use is donor. The term donor is such a cold word. When I think of donors, I think about someone who gives blood. They go to the blood bank and blood is extracted from their body. Nothing conjures up an image less desirable than that of a blood bank for what we want to see happen with our partners. Nothing is colder than a transaction with someone. Instead of referring to people involved in the organization as donors, I prefer to use the term partner, since it encourages partnership or ownership in accomplishing the mission of the organization. And as I mentioned earlier, that's the feeling desired by our partners. Getting a donation from someone simply meets their needs in the short term. Building relationships with someone builds for the long term. It's similar to the old analogy of giving someone a fish rather than teaching them how to fish. I would take a partner who doubles their initial gift of $300 each year versus a one-time gift of $1,000. Now, some people may think that's crazy, but I'll take someone for the long haul versus someone who's only with me for one time. Now, the third word not to use is donate or donation. Now, those terms are very similar to donor, but I separate the two as one describes who is giving, the other is the actual activity. Similar to the term donor, the terms donate and donation also leaves a cold feeling. A warmer and friendlier replacement term for donate and donation is give or gift. Giving a gift is much warmer and makes the partner feel like they are participating out of their generosity versus compulsion. It brings back feelings conjured up during holidays such as Christmas or birthday. Giving a gift is a sign of love and appreciation. Donate and donation brings transactional feelings like dealing with a car dealer or other business. It's payment for a service rendered, but doesn't leave someone with the feeling of partnership or a cooperative effort. The fourth term to never use is need. Those in need oftentimes make us think of down and out or hurting, or those something not thriving. The term need often is linked with begging. Too many nonprofits already leave partners with the perception that they are hurting or on their last dime. And if money isn't given, the organization may go under. Now, even if that is true about your organization, think about it from the perspective of the partner. Who wants to give to an organization that might not be in existence next week? And I'm not saying that you should lie and say you're thriving when you aren't, but don't leave people with the perception that you're going under just to get a gift. That's manipulation. Instead, I choose to use the term opportunity. Giving someone the opportunity to participate in a project or an opportunity to be involved is motivating. It gives them a much warmer feeling and eliminates the perception of being coerced into giving. We present the opportunity, and if someone gives, great. If not, we'll have another opportunity in the next month. People like to be given a choice without being made to feel guilty, especially if they can't or don't want to give at this time. Now, the fifth term to never use is banquet. This is a little different than the others, as it deals less with a feeling than a preconceived notion. For decades, the term banquet was used when naming fundraising events. It conjures up and still conjures up a few very vivid thoughts: a church basement, a potluck meal, doors being locked just about the time people are being asked to give, and of course, the rubber chicken. And then we wonder why attendance at banquets continue to dwindle. Instead, I switched the name of my events to focus more on what we hope to accomplish with the event and break the negative stereotypes. I've replaced banquet with vision dinner, victory dinner, fellowship dinner, and gala, just to name a few. And I've worked to find a venue people desire to go to. Not that a church basement is bad, but it doesn't leave a person with the desire that they can't wait to go on a date to go to that event. And I arrange with the venue to provide an upscale meal, something other than chicken, to leave people with the feeling of being appreciated. And with proper negotiation, a great meal can be had at the price of chicken. Again, I'm not knocking any organization that has used potluck meals, but who gets excited about buying a new outfit to go to a potluck dinner, or to spend the whole day in the kitchen making a meal only to be asked to give at the end of the night? How your event is perceived impacts both attendance and giving. I hope you'll join me in eliminating these terms from your vocabulary and watch your income soar. And I also hope you'll join me for our next video on Development Effectiveness Strategies channel. If you like this video, please click the thumbs up. And if you wish to watch future videos on this channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button to get in on the inside track to future videos, and be sure to click the bell to be notified immediately of the next release, and post a comment below if there were things you especially liked. I wish you the best as you strive to increase your income and reach the goal of becoming fully funded. Thank you.